Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Right, so you happy about that today then, yeah?
Yeah. Look, it's practice, isn't it?
Mm.
That's why we're here.
Okay, so we'll drive to site and you can watch me.
Watch you and try and pick some stuff out.
Try and pick some stuff out. Okay, we okay, Gary?
Looks all good.
Yeah?
It's recording at the moment anyway.
Okay. Let's start her up. Obviously I have got control of the car, so hopefully you won't have to step in. I'm not going to do nothing too
I hope not.
but you never know. So
Thanks, Donna.
you've got a watch, haven't you?
I have got a watch.
Yeah?
Make sure you look all round, please.
Right. You're all set, you've got your belt
My
on.
belt on, you've got your belt on?
Yeah, I'm good. Okay. So we're gonna go to Holbridge.
We're going to go to Holbridge, are we?
We're gonna go to Holbridge. So that's probably got the clearer car park for us today.
Could have met you there.
But we're not driving to site, that's the problem. We need to drive to site so you can do this, don't we?
Which way are we going, Donna?
Oh. Right, yeah. Yeah.
So why do you think we didn't indicate?
Speak up then.
Sorry.
It's not a whispering contest.
No, that's fine. So why do you think we didn't indicate?
I was concentrating so much on the junction, and there was a lady there, and that I was sort of, it just.
No, that's fine.
To be honest,
That's fine.
sort of.
So how do you think we could? How do you think we can remedy that? How do you think we can? It's fine. It's fine. Slowing down.
What, when I come into the junction?
Yeah, slowing down. So you've got time to.
Yeah.
So remember, what's the routine?
Mirrors, signal, position, speed.
Look,
Yeah.
yeah. Checking our mirrors first, aren't we?
Remembering my routine, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So which way are we going now?
I'm going to go left.
We're going left. So what are you going to check?
My interior.
Yep.
And my left.
Yep. And then what's it going to
Signal left.
Brilliant.
Okay.
I'll be honest, I'm probably going to miss some stuff here because now I'm concentrating on analysing and remedying.
That's fine. Well done.
I can't hear you.
Sorry.
You need to speak.
Sorry.
You're whispering.
I'm kind of talking to myself,
Yes.
Gary, if I'm honest.
No, speak out loud because we want to hear your speak. Yes?
Okay.
Yeah, don't whisper.
No, it's fine. I feel like I missed something because Donna was smiling and I've missed something.
Yeah.
Sure, because I've got a guilty face.
I'll just go over back there.
Back crossing, wasn't it?
Crossing, yeah.
Check the mirrors, did you?
Check no mirrors, did you?
No, you didn't. So we're driving around left. So into second gear, or into first gear, we're rolling in. That's it.
What's my routine?
So
in
were
there?
we looking? Yeah, the MSM. Mirrors, signal position, speed, but we didn't do it, did we? We
Did I
didn't
do any mirrors?
I felt like you looked at the interior, but then you didn't look over here to the left because we were going left, and then we didn't indicate until the last minute. was so focused on you being out of gear, and that was my fault. So at the roundabout, I'm going to go right roundabout. So what's the routine?
Mirrors.
Yep.
Signal.
Correct.
Position.
In this lane. Speed.
And then look.
Checking. Yep. Let's go.
A little bit better.
Just feel better.
Again. Recheck. Interior.
Yep.
So just keep sort of like reminding me and making sure I understand the reasons why I'm doing it and why I need to do it.
Yep.
Safety aspect of the reasons why I don't do it. It gain my acceptance of why I'm doing it.
Which is that's the remedy, isn't it?
So yeah.
Yeah.
So just make sure I understand the reasons why I'm not doing it.
Okay. I feel like it needs to be a whole lesson of just this
Yeah, so
sometimes.
just-
Do you know what I mean? Just
If I don't do it, then you've got to just keep reminding me the fact that I haven't done it. Like, right, okay, so what do we do? So I practice it a couple of times until I get it. And then when I get it, I say, right, okay, so you want to have a go and
give
see
it
if
back
you
to
can do-
you.
Yeah, give it back to me. Again, so then I can prove that I can do it. Because I'm doing it, but then didn't really remember it, did I? Because you didn't really remember me at the next turning at the end of downhill. You didn't really remind me again.
No.
So it's giving me that sort of repetitive sort of feedback back at me, and then I sort of then will take it on board.
It's. We'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in a minute. Selfishly, to me, I know the reason why I didn't do it. Just made that mistake again, but that was my fault.
And they do believe in me.
No, but I mean, as you, do you know what I mean? I'm trying to catch me out with something else or whatever, but
So that's why we need to make sure that they take it on board. And you know that sort of like they're understanding the reasons why you sort of corrected it.
tight bend. Mirrors. Which gear should we be in?
Well, second.
Yep. That's my fault, I could have pulled that up earlier. So we're coming to the roundabout, which way are we going?
I'm gonna go ahead.
Go ahead, so check your mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
Don't indicate. Check the interior. Indicate left. That's it.
Still whispering.
Sorry, Gary. I'm in my head. That's the
Yes,
problem.
yes. Just get it out loud. Yeah. You're not doing your part two anymore.
Oh no. Just,
Your pupils may not hear you.
no,
That's the
I
thing.
know. I'm not confident.
That's all right. Just talk up.
So we're coming up to the roundabout. What we're going to check? What's
That's
the routine?
better.
Interior mirror, left mirror.
That's
Yep.
better.
Which way we're signalling?
Left.
Cool. So speed. What gear should we be in? Approaching.
I can't see what he's doing yet. All right, so I'm going to come in first just to make
Yep.
sure.
Round we go when it's safe.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Got the crossing. Making sure we're checking the mirrors. And no one's there, but it's good practice.
Yep.
Okay. Brilliant. Carry on down to the end of this road. Make sure we're always checking the mirrors. We've got a brow of a hill here, so we can't see very well the other side, can we? So
No.
check our mirrors again. Be prepared in case somebody was going to cross the road to the other side of it. Yep.
Ah, right, okay. So
Somebody could walk out, couldn't they?
Maybe,
Or
yeah.
bike.
Yeah, okay. Maybe ask me to be there.
Okay, yeah, I could have asked you
So
that.
what,
couldn't I?
what could be
What
over
could
the
be
hill?
there, yeah.
You know, could be like pulling out, park cars.
So we've got a crossing.
Okay.
We're going to check.
All three.
All three. Yeah. Safe to proceed, isn't it? So. So we've got this parked car here. We're going to check.
Interior mirror, right mirror.
Brilliant. Moving out. To move back in. Then check.
Interior mirror, left mirror.
Brilliant. Fantastic. Again, we're going to practice again. We've got another car here. That's what we're going to do.
Interior, right mirror.
Brilliant. And then
Interior, left mirror.
fantastic. I've done that before, haven't I? Again.
Getting there, it's just making it repetitive, isn't it?
Yes.
Jim, well done for speaking up more, mate.
Sorry.
you?
At least it's because I'm in my head and I'm not confident, so I'm whispering. So I'm like, I don't know if it's correct. Okay, so we've got to be careful. We're walking out, a kid on the speed and slowed it down.
Speed am I doing?
Oh, yeah, we're in a 20, weren't we?
Yeah?
Yep.
20 mile an hour zone, yeah. You just got to keep an eye on your speed signs as well to make sure that I'm abiding by them rules.
So which way are we going?
Going
Okay,
right.
Right here, yep. So mirrors, signal, and let them cross. With the little Frenchie.
How do you know she's French?
We know everybody in Oldbridge, mate.
Okay, so we're going to pull up probably to the right here, I think, so we're out of anybody's way that comes in, just so we can just finish, just summarise the actually what I'll do is I'll pull up because you need to get you do the briefing first, and then we'll
use those ones over there, can we?
Yeah, pull round to a bay, because obviously you're going to have to pull me up as the outside a bay.
Yeah.
It's probably easier that we just summarise just that quickly, just the drive to site, just because you was going to say to me that you know the reasons why you didn't sort of,
It was just more the selfishly that I didn't think you were gonna. For a student, in my head, yeah, on him all the time. But selfishly for that, I thought she's not gonna try.
So
and
you got.
There we go. Well, it's recording again, so that's what happens.
I can't see nothing out there. I don't you can see in that now. I can't see nothing out that mirror.
This one or
that top one is the one I should be looking in.
Go on, let's move
Gonna have to move it back a little bit more for me. That's it.
You just
That's
move
a
the
bit
thing,
better,
isn't it?
yeah, just the whole lot. That's
Is that better?
Yeah, I can
Sure?
see it now. Yeah, that's better.
We can always
Right,
move it.
just gonna
as and
wait
when.
to see where this car's going.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'm gonna just pull up by the side of this bay for you.
So are you clear on what you're doing, Doc?
Yeah. So you want me to bend to?
Go on, I'll push the clutch down. I'll take the pedal.
No,
I'm,
you're not
I'm
getting the
taking
pedals.
pedals.
Oh,
I'm
you're
doing
gonna do pedals.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'm
I'm
doing
with you.
pedals.
Just showing
So you're
Ben
just
the-
showing your references.
the references.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm with you. You
Instructors.
say that, didn't we?
And taking the camera out of the equation, because Ben doesn't like the camera yet.
No, I don't like the camera. It's
Yet.
really
Yeah,
Okay,
you might
we'll
do
take the
later.
camera out of the camera.
So just show him. Imagine you didn't have a camera.
Yeah.
Okay, we haven't got a camera.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm quite square to that bay now.
We are
Yeah.
full on, aren't we? Yeah.
So that line is sort of level with your door pillar, isn't it?
Yeah.
And for you sitting in the passenger seat, where would you say?
About there for me, really.
Yeah.
That line.
Okay. Yeah. So it's sort of like, as I say, I always use like normally it's either when I say to them like when you pull up, where's the reference for you? Where is that line? Some of them say they're under the mirror. Some of them will say it's between the two. Or some of them say it's level with the door handle. So it's just a guide. Don't forget, if they're sitting further forward in their seat, it's going to be different,
It's all different.
to sitting back like
Yeah.
this. It really depends on the size of the person that's in the driver's seat, basically. Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's not set in stone.
Okay.
All right. So for me now, it's sort of, I suppose, just literally not far from the handle and just in between the two.
Yeah.
All right. But that's where we need to be.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So next reference. Okay. So I'm going to pull across to 10:30. Sort of that sort of
10:30
time.
position.
Yep. Do my checks before I go. 6-point check. Okay. So now I'm looking.
My problem, I'm
in-
always looking in the wrong bloody mirror.
So
I look in
there.
this one and they go, no, there's that
Okay,
one.
So can you see it?
I can see that one. Yeah, lovely,
Yeah.
clear as day.
All right. So I'm about sort of see like a right angle in the mirror there.
Yeah.
So you can see it. So you're not sort of you're not far from the line.
No, no.
Yeah. But it just as you get to that stage, just sort of straight, like I've done, straighten the wheels. So now the wheel's nice and straight. Yeah.
But if it doesn't
So
look
when-
like that, what would you change?
If it doesn't look like that, so you would either move forward a little bit
Yeah,
more,
you change that first reference. That's it.
or you could change the first
Yeah,
reference.
yeah. Okay.
Would.
All right.
Go on,
So
sorry.
and sometimes I even have to draw a diagram.
Okay.
To show, because they might say, I don't know what you're looking at, I can't see what you're looking at. Sometimes I've
photo.
even pulled up, put the handbrake on, turned it off, got out and showed the pupil, took him to the back of the car
Yep.
and showed them the line where the back of the car is situated.
Yep.
And they get it a little bit more when you do that. They
Yep.
think, oh, I know where the car is now, I get it.
Take photos,
Yeah.
everything, isn't it?
Yeah. So that might be another good tip. If you get a pupil that really doesn't understand that angle or where you need to be to your line, they get confused, because some of them do get confused. Yeah, so you might take them outside and do that. Right, so that's our second reference. Okay. And I always say to them, if the first reference is correct, then we're okay.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so reverse gear.
Reverse gear.
Going backwards.
Looking all around. Where are we looking?
Yeah.
Yep.
Or backwards. Clutch spot on. So slowly start turning that wheel. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm looking to see where I am. I'm actually not in this bay here at all, am I? I'm not actually even in this bay here because of this car here. You said don't look at your camera, and I'm not looking at the camera. Right, there's the
It shows
angle
you,
now.
doesn't it? Just,
there we go. Right, okay, so.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, slowly going back, looking backwards at the same time. Okay, so I can only see it on that line. I'm not going to see it in the other line.
No.
Slowly bringing it round.
Yep.
So remember, the slower the speed, the better it's going to be. All right. Anyway, look, it's because I'm not looking at my camera. For God's sake.
It shows to go you, doesn't it?
It does. It shows you what you're used to, doesn't it? It's just use your camera for a minute. I'm not going to look at the camera, right?
You can look at the camera, dear. Just don't let him.
Yeah.
To look at.
Don't let him look at the camera.
No, you can let him. But there you go.
Okay. So looking. So that's about to get to about this stage. Now you can start seeing it in the other mirror.
Yep.
Okay. Slowly bringing the steering round, keeping them to a walking pace. Checking both ways, looking backwards.
Yeah.
You've got to get them looking, sort of still keep looking backwards, even while they're looking into these mirrors. Yeah. Shows you how often I am actually used to using my mirrors, isn't it? I'm not actually used to using these mirrors at all. Look, I've just done that manoeuvre. Really shit. I'm really not. Okay, so if you get it wrong, now how can I correct this now?
We can never do that shunt forwards, wouldn't we? So we look all round.
So just all round looks.
Shunt forward.
Move forward. Okay. So if I want the back of the car to go to the left, which way am I going to turn my steering wheel?
Bit of left hand down.
Yeah, a bit of left hand down. So all round checks again.
Bit far enough away for the minute.
So this is the bit on your progress report, learning how to correct errors. Okay, so on there's a place that says if they can know how to correct their errors. Because it's just as important that they know how to correct errors as it is to do the bay park.
Yep.
All right.
Because we're all human.
Yeah, exactly. And the chances are they are going to sort of go over the line, or they're not going to get it right. So teaching them how to correct the errors is just as important. Because on test, if they've got nerves and that sort of thing, they're probably going to maybe mess it up. You never know. Okay, so going nice and straight between the lines, and then you just hash it up like I just done, and then that makes it right.
I've had it before, guys, when I've had it before when I've been in somebody else's car, tried it several times, and none of the references have worked. I had it the other day in a Peugeot, and so I swapped seats, and then I said, "Oh, it's there." It really vexed me.
Okay.
I was like, "This is too hard." 99% of the time, I'm all right, so it's not uncommon.
That's going to happen with you and all when you do a demonstration.
Yeah,
you go, "Oh, I'm having a bit of an off day." So we're not perfect either. You know what I mean?
You stall doing a demonstration,
that was
people
funny.
loves it.
Oh, really? Like,
yeah, my driver just tried to stall it.
Yeah.
Yay. Tell your friends.
They are human.
You know, it's like when you turn right at the roundabout, whether you mean left at the roundabout, and you think like, "Oh my God, I just told them to turn right, and I meant to turn seconds left." And they go, "I didn't want you to go that way, but don't worry about it. We'll go that way anyway."
Yeah, I've done that.
But yeah.
Well, I'd once said right at the roundabout we'll go left. By the time I'd said left, we was in the right lane going right. So I just said, okay, right at the roundabout we'll go right then.
Fine, don't worry about it.
So I stopped saying right at the roundabout.
Yeah.
I said, okay at the roundabout.
Yeah. So yeah, even we make mistakes. I mean, we'll just make errors and stuff like that. You know, as Gary just said, you stall it and that sort of thing. And they love things like that. They love us making mistakes, but you know. We're not infallible, especially when you've been up since probably 7 o'clock doing a load of lessons, and this is probably your last one of the day.
You're knackered by that point.
You're knackered by that point. And like you're saying, all sorts of things are coming out your mouth by that point.
Just get us home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Get us home.
Yeah, by that day, it's quite emotional. It can be quite emotionally draining, can't it? So when you're repetitively talking.
I remember I used to have to
thing.
do all the driving and stuff for the motorsport. I used to drive like to North Wales and back in the day. I'd be knackered by the end of the day. So I guess it's similar. It's a similar.
You're not
thing.
necessarily driving, but it's the
No, but
mental strain on
yeah.
you are driving from the passenger seat, aren't you? And that's the
100%.
thing. You're doing a full day, but from the
You haven't
passenger
got
seat.
the wheel here. You're
Exactly.
just driving. You know,
Yeah.
just...
Exactly that. So how was that hash up for you?
So what I noticed, Donna, you made quite a few errors. No, it was.
Yeah. So
It was good.
the references. Did you see the references from your
That bit
side?
when we parked
Yeah.
up on the bay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That.
Great. And the angle.
I got
in
the
the mirror
angle
there?
in the mirrors.
Yeah.
Trying to then put that into perspective when we're trying to straighten up and pull forward. I was trying to get that in my head, but it's
Yeah.
fine. I'm gonna keep an eye there.
See, the first reference is good. Generally, the second reference comes round when you get round to sort of like 10, 11 o'clock, sort of between the two. It really depends on how close they pull to the bay and all that sort of thing can change the reference. And if they haven't quite pulled forward enough at the bay, how quick they're going. There's lots of different things. If they dry steer, yeah, stuff like that as well.
If they, say you had a student that struggles with the observation side of it, would you ever get them to sort of like maybe have a pause in the middle of coming back to have another good look around?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. I find doing it in stages, when they're in early stages, is definitely a good move because they take it on a lot better.
Yeah.
Once they get their confidence, they can start doing it and maybe getting it in one go.
Yeah.
You know, but at first I always say, right, okay, so let's do it in stages. So we get to that point, and then we get to that point, and then right, okay, and then we get, and they take it on board a lot better, and also it helps them to get their checks and all that in before they go back. Yeah.
And I'll ask you both a question.
Yeah.
What's most important on this manoeuvre? Control, observation, or accuracy?
All of them, I would have said.
What's
Oh,
most
no,
important?
not
I'd say
accuracy so
observation
much.
was
I'm
the-
saying observation.
Yeah. For the first couple of attempts, what's least important?
Is the accuracy,
We're
especially if
not
you've
doing
got,
it between two cars.
especially if you've got this nobody here. Yeah.
That's it. So that's why we do what I just said and show them how to correct it.
So once a test ready, I actually get sometimes if I've been in a car park like Baz, I've got them to do it between the two cars.
What tends to happen is that most trainee instructors worry so much about the accuracy that the observation suffers.
Yeah.
So the accuracy, even on the one that was demonstrated, didn't matter whatsoever.
Actually, to be what you said, that
The
proves it,
observation
because
was
when I
most
started, when I gave that a go, I wanted to get the manoeuvre
You
correct.
wanted the accuracy.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
No.
Because you don't even know the pupil's reference yet.
No, you don't. No.
You might not even know your own.
No, that's true. No, it's true.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was emphasising a lot on where we're looking and
Absolutely.
keeping an eye out on the things.
Which is why it should have been in your briefing more, maybe.
Yes, about the.
And you know the briefing as well. They
Yeah.
haven't got to remember any of it, so it doesn't matter if you miss a few bits out.
It's a guide, isn't it?
Because you're going to tell them what to do. They've got to remember it. You do not expect them to remember the
I
briefing.
mean, I don't even expect them to. Yeah, to even
That's the point.
have
So
listened really.
If you miss
that,
a
do
few
you know what
bits
I mean?
out,
Yeah.
just your first time talking it through.
Yeah.
And if you then say, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this, they're not going to mind, are they?
No.
Or you might not say, I forgot. Oh, and also, what we can also add into this is this now.
Yeah.
They're not going to know you forgot.
No, exactly. No, not going to know you forgot.
Or let's try this angle.
Try this angle.
Let's try straightening the wheel a bit. We'll see if that works for you. If you forgot it.
Yeah, because sometimes like you might forget
I'll
to
tell
tell
you
them
you
to
forgot.
straighten the wheel as you get to that point. So they're, right, let's do it again. Okay, and this time, well, just be
Push me out
think of me
again
as a
with a-
pupil.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what you've
Yeah.
got to think of me as a pupil, because that's what pupils do. Just telling them once is not normally enough.
No, no, no.
And that's the
No.
thing. You normally have to keep on at them for a little while, and then eventually you can hand it back to them.
Yeah.
And obviously, when they're doing it as well, ask them maybe why are they doing it.
Which
Like
is
when
in-
we was coming over the brow of the hill there, it's like saying to me,
Yeah, I know. I was telling you,
you know,
wasn't I, rather than asking
yeah, telling
you.
me, so to say to me, don't, sort of, we're coming out to a brow of a hill, so what could be over the hill?
Yeah.
What could be, we've got lay-bys on the left, what could be coming out the lay-bys? What could be walking out from the parked cars? Try and get me to think about it rather than you.
Me telling you.
Because you telling me it's just going to go, oh, right, okay. But me having to think about it, it's definitely going to,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right,
Yeah, no, it's
You
fine.
happy
It's
with that?
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, I'm glad I found some stuff and it wasn't just oh God, I've got that wrong. I've got that wrong. Problem is, when you start thinking to yourself, I've got that wrong.
Yeah.
I've missed something else, and you're like, oh God, hang on. Oh, I've got to catch back up here.
Yeah, there was nothing to catch you. It's just that I was just acting
No,
like
no,
a
no.
learner, and
No,
that's the
that's
thing,
fine.
and that's what learners do.
Yeah.
Right. So do you want to start your briefing, and then
the briefing.
we'll pull round to a bay rather
not
than
want to write anything down on this?
block the L. I'm just going to note down just a couple of bits just
And-
from the
and
drive
Ben, maybe?
site.
Yeah, I'll write some stuff down.
Okay.
I was trying not to miss some stuff, like because the last lesson there was things like you had your arm up on the window that I missed, and I was was looking out for bits like that
in the
rather
20
than the
mile an hour
actual
zone there, you missed
focus.
didn't you?
I missed that bit,
You
yeah.
missed 20 mile an hour zone. So the thing is it's important that they don't speed because, you know, as well, not only because it's safety critical, but because obviously, you know, they end up with 3 points on their licence, and you know,
Before they
and
even
that's
started.
basically because we've not spotted it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, isn't it? And and they're safety critical as well, as you say. So right, calendar. Let's go back into this again. Just going to quickly jot down a couple of things, and then you can
Yeah, that's fine.
put your that one there. You did well to spot a lot of them though.
Yeah.
Well to spot them. So that was good. You was looking a lot.
I was trying to do the analysing, and then I got caught up and did. Like the first couple, I think I tried, and then I thought, oh, hang on, have I done this wrong? And then all of a sudden it was like, oh no, now it's something else. Oh god, now. Hang on, just shut up, Ben. Just carry on. Just.
That is exactly what happens. That's exactly what happens when you've got pupils.
Just have to believe the more we do this, the more it will come to me.
Yes, definitely. It will come in time. Right, okay, do you want to just put your bit in there, training reflection in there. There you go.
Something I've noticed, guys, is that there's 2 sessions we need to book as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Go on, you put your reflection
Yeah.
first. Do you want to book those, Donna, in the week that Ben's off?
Yeah, I think we've got a couple in that week, haven't we?
We already have. One of them's paperwork.
Right, okay.
So what does the paperwork entail?
It's applying for your training licence.
Because obviously I'm not going on the road until the 2nd of June.
Yes.
We might be able
That
to move.
seems like that's quite early if it's got to be
It doesn't
done.
matter, we can put the start date
Okay, that's
for
fine.
then. No, we already discussed that.
Okay.
Um,
Oh yeah, that was one of the things I was going
Yeah.
to talk to you about
Should we
today.
look at that at the end then? Yeah? Should we look at that at the end?
yeah,
Is that right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Just a reminder.
Okay.
Had I
yeah.
already sent you the videos, Ben?
You had, yes.
Yeah. We might move you then. Yeah, it's possible actually. Yeah, let's do that. No?
What, move it to a little bit further back?
Yeah. Yeah. Go on, carry
So I
on,
still haven't
mate.
ordered the car yet, so I need to order the car. But then the guy to me was like, "You've given me so much notice. A lot of people don't even give me this much notice.
That's true.
Don't stress this very moment." I was like, "Okay." It just seems quite expensive. I'm just a bit, I don't know, a bit worried.
Buy my Focus if you want.
I just,
It's going to be up for sale soon.
is it?
Yeah.
Did you? I'm guessing you've obviously bought that one.
Yeah.
Rather than,
saved it?
I
Saved
saved
that
it,
for
yeah,
you.
sorry.
Right, it's yours.
That's mine, you don't want that, do you?
Yeah. Okay.
Just to ask you quickly as well, Ben, did I already send you the additional videos?
Yes, the additional
did,
videos,
didn't I?
yeah.
Have you done any?
I've still only done
that.
that one at the minute, Gary.
But you did show me the report.
I showed you the
didn't
report,
okay.
yeah.
We were happy with that?
Yeah, I mean, I've written quite a bit in there, but...
Okay, so that's that one done.
Carry on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, okay, so we spoke, you're okay with this, aren't you, today? You feel quite confident about it?
Well, yeah, let's give it a go. I understand
All right.
it. Just, you know what I'm like.
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. So, Donna, so what did we look at last lesson, if you can remember? What did we look at last lesson?
Turning the road and first round the corner.
Yes, we did. And
pull up on the parallel.
we did a bit of parallel, didn't we?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Parallel. You've been practicing that?
Yeah.
Been able to go? How you
Doing
getting on with
alright.
that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just got to remember my mirrors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm glad you're practicing it.
Mm.
I'm glad for that. Yeah, it's good. Brilliant. So today, as the sheet here in front of you, what are we going to look at today?
We said Reverse Bay Park.
Reverse bay parking. Yeah. Have you ever experienced one of these before? Have you done it
I've
before?
had a go, but sort
Yeah.
of get it sort of all over. They keep running over the lines and stuff
fine.
like that. So sort of
I'm
really
glad you.
sort
I'm
of,
glad, you know, in some ways, I'm glad you've given it a go because then
yeah,
we can
but sort of,
finesse it, can't we? We can.
yeah.
The way I'm going to show you how to do it, hopefully, will be make everything really clear for you.
Okay.
All right. So, what we want to do to start with, okay? So we're driving along here, okay? We want to pull up quite close to the bays, okay? You see where the car is? We're quite close there, aren't we?
Mhm.
Pull up quite close to the bay. And what we want to do, as we're approaching the bay we want, the bay we've selected, we want this line here, the bay. I mean, this is a starting reference point, so we can
Right, okay.
we'll find it together if it's not quite where, but it's a good place to start with. Good
Right. Yeah.
starting point. We want to get that line of that bay
Mhm.
sort of in the middle of our door handle here, the passenger door handle. All right.
So it looks a little bit similar to like reversing around the corner.
It does look a bit like reversing around the corner.
Like we
I'm
did.
going to talk about that in a minute because
Right.
that's the one bit of the video I couldn't quite. I don't know. I couldn't quite get my head around it, but
Okay.
we'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah.
I'll carry on from it. So yeah, so we're going to get our reference point roughly there. So that line, bay line, in the middle of our
In the middle of the door handle.
passenger
there.
door handle.
Passenger,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So next, what we want to do is we now want to pull across the road. Okay, pull across the road here at a 45-degree angle, roughly 45-degree angle. Do you understand? I'm trying to say this. Don't sound rude. It sounds rude when I say this. Sorry. Do you understand like what I mean by 45
Angles.
degrees? Yeah, angles.
Not really. I was never any good at angles at
No,
school.
that's
to be
fine.
honest.
That's fine. So one way somebody taught me was to look at it as almost like a clock.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
if we were to say 12 o'clock's over here,
All right. Yeah. I get that.
1 o'clock's here,
Mhm.
yeah, and 6 o'clock's here, yeah.
And what's this angle?
So this is a 45-degree angle, yeah.
Which is what o'clock?
So what do you reckon, if you look at that as a clock, where do you reckon that's?
I don't know. Is it 10, 11?
So 10's there, 11's there.
Okay. So half
about
past 10.
10:30, isn't it?
All right. Okay. Yep. Half
Yeah?
past 10. Yep. So come across at about half past 10. Yeah.
Yes, we're going to come across
All
at
right.
10:30. Now, before we do this,
Mhm.
we need to have a good look round, don't we?
Yeah.
Because what's the car doing?
It's turning towards that line of traffic.
Yeah, so
Mm.
where do we also need to look before we do that as well? We're checking all around, but where, crucially,
Well, all over the place. I think ahead.
ahead, yeah, someone could be coming that way.
I'm going right.
Yeah,
To the right.
yeah, someone could be coming down here.
I suppose like a 6-point check like we did before when we left the curbs,
Yeah.
I suppose, I see.
So I've written here, so
Mhm.
because we'll stop, get ourselves
Yeah.
ready to go. So prepare, observe, move,
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
like we would do if we were moving away.
Before you get to that line,
Yeah.
start straightening the wheel. Because
Okay.
you might have forgotten it in the last one. It's
Yeah.
not, they don't know, as I said to you before, they don't know, do they? They're only learners. They're
They
just
don't know
sort of
jack
like,
about
you know.
shit.
You're the one that's got the experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, so
They're not going to say, you missed out that, you didn't tell me I needed to straighten my wheel. You know, no one's going to say that.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. All right.
They're not going to say that, are they? You
No,
sort of
no.
like,
They're listening to you.
as Gary said, add it in
Later
a
on.
bit later.
Okay.
Good.
Would you do?
Okay, so I just some
Whilst we're sorting out the next bit.
that off. Yep.
Would you then do say you've done that lesson, that briefing, then you're going back to it the next lesson because they want more work on it and everything. Would you then do the briefing all over again then? Or would
Sorry,
you?
ask that again.
No.
Oh, go on, you're asking Donna.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
No,
Sort of,
not like you did for the.
no, because you've already sort of covered it once.
Yeah, you just sort of
Would you
there's
recap
certain
it?
things that recap it, and certain things they don't understand. You might need to just go over the briefing with them if they really don't understand it.
Yeah.
So remember we show them the diagram again.
Yeah.
And
No,
then
look at
that
diagram
sort of, but you won't have to go. They won't want.
It's almost
before.
it's almost then probably like question based. Then 'cause it is
Yes.
the recapping. Do you remember
Most
what
of
we
it
said
they
about
probably
this?
will
Blah, blah, blah.
understand.
Yeah.
There's some bits of it you'll pick up that they haven't understood.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so just go back over them bits.
Okay.
Pick up the bits that sort of they're lacking.
Yeah.
And generally, it's normally the observations because they're concentrating so much on getting the car in the bay.
Which is fully
they're not
understandable,
really
isn't it?
looking
Yeah.
anywhere else.
Yeah.
And the common thing is they're looking forward and they're going backwards.
Yep. Yep.
And that's where the safety criticals, sort of.
Why are they looking there when
While
you're
they're
going
looking
that way?
there, they're not going there. And I always say, look, if you put your head down there, drive forwards now. And they go, oh no, I can't. I go, no, but you're driving backwards and doing it.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah. So it's a different feeling, but it should be the same feeling, shouldn't
Yeah,
it?
it should be. Yeah.
So it's just trying to sort of show them the importance of if you're going backwards, you need to be checking backwards. I mean, I drum it into mine. I think it's embedded on their brains now, to be honest. But
Yeah, it's good though. That's
got to
proof
do
that
that.
it works, isn't it? Because you're
you have
drumming
to.
it into them.
You have to, because it is a very serious thing. Because so many accidents happen in car parks with pedestrians and children, and that there's so many blind spots.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And I also get out and I demonstrate that blind spot. I stand in the blind spot as well, and I say to them, look, because sometimes you say do your blind spot, they don't really understand the reason why.
No.
So get out of the car, stand in their blind spot, open the back window so they can hear you.
Actually, I remember we did that on our
Yeah.
very first lessons. Yeah.
Do that with them, and
Yeah.
then they understand. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that sort of, if they're not getting the blind spot and they just think, we're just saying it because we just want to say it, and they're not understanding the reasons why, then just
Yeah.
show
Can
them.
you see me? No.
Yeah.
Well, that's your blind spot.
Yeah,
Look
and
at me.
then that makes it sink in a little bit more
No.
because they go, oh yeah, I can't see him in that mirror, and
You're
yet
putting
you
a-
are out there.
You're putting a practical
and
aspect
you
to
are.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
So I do that as well. Generally when I'm in a car park, because I mean, obviously you already pulled
And
up.
that's the
you
same
in
with
that.
getting out and looking at where the lines are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually say, can you see the line? They go, what line? There's too many. Okay, let's switch off. And that's where, by the way, I
Yeah.
don't know, I know some have done it, I never have, but I use another method. Get some little football cones in your boot.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Then you could chuck a cone out
Yeah.
and say, can you see the cone? Yeah, that's your line.
Yeah. I can actually see that working quite well for this. I
Yeah.
know you got the line
That's what I
there.
just said, for this.
Sorry, I thought you. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant in
Yeah, for
general.
this.
Okay. Yeah.
I've just generally just used one of my cloths. Or do you know what I mean? I've just not bothered getting some cones, but you might already have some football cones, little ones, like little training
I
ones.
don't have any,
You know,
but I don't really like football.
either.
It's fine.
But you might not, you might use something
No,
else.
but I like that. I like that idea because it's that practical with the visual aspect,
That's
isn't it?
right.
So
if you've still got a Stretch Armstrong knocking about in the house somewhere, use him.
use him.
Remember Stretch Armstrong?
I didn't. I never had one.
Did you not? Oh,
No.
I'll buy you one.
I was never allowed one.
Could have someone's eye out with that.
You could. I think that was
Okay,
main,
so you just
main
want to just put
reason.
a quick reflection in there for that one, and I
Yeah,
think
sure.
Gary's going to do forward with you.
Yeah.
I've got to
Okay.
do something.
You have, unfortunately.
I've been playing games all this time.
How's your farm coming along?
It's alright. It's nearly time to harvest.
Oh no.
How much do you want to buy? Oh, sorry, what? Wrong farm.
He's getting all he's called in for his vegan menu.
Oh, really? Okay. Brilliant. I've started going a bit veggie the last few days.
It's good. Plant-based is really good for you, especially if you want to lose weight. Because it's supposed to stop all that sort of processed stuff and that causes lots of problems, spurring of the arteries and all that sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay, shall we swap over?
Yes, in a minute. Let me just finish this game.
You're playing a game in the background. Are you? Oh.
I don't know. You sold that.
I'm winning.
You sold that. Brilliant.
He did actually. He must be really relaxed in the back there.
I'm just buying this pair of trainers.
Oh no,
That wouldn't shock
not
you,
another
would it?
pair.
Another pair of trainers.
Nightmare for these Ferrari ones on today.
Nice. I've actually thought about. I might try it next lesson, but you can't judge me if I do. I might put my go-kart shoes on next week just to see if I can feel the pedals a bit better.
Well, you can judge me in a minute because I've got similar go-kart shoes on now.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I think myself.
These are the first time out on the road.
Concentrated too.
They've done 0.01 miles so far.
0.01
If that.
miles. From the house to the car. Yeah.
That's their mileage so far. I've probably got older trainers than some of them drivers in the F1.
Do you reckon?
Old underpants.
Very holy those ones, aren't they?
They are. Every Sunday.
Right, I'll write up.
You know what? I won't need
put
my
continue
iPad so
later.
much now. Put that away.
Sometimes if they don't get the manoeuvres, they'll just don't worry too much. If it gets a bit too overwhelming for them, maybe sort of come away from it and go back to it another day. So sometimes they find it all too much. Some of them don't mind doing a whole lesson on it another time, but they get a bit bored, don't they, over after a while.
Yes.
So sometimes it might be best just to sort of like, you know, just listen to your pupil basically. You can normally tell whether the pupil's sort of, you know, happy or not.
If they were just getting a bit bored,
yeah, and just go off
Would
and
you
do
go and do
something
something-
else.
some sort of
Just go off and
go
do
for a
something
drive
else and go
somewhere
back
else?
to it another lesson. I normally do them at the end of the lesson just to recap them, and then just like, right, okay, we'll do your weakest one or whatever, or just, you know, and that way it's sort of you keep ticking away at them going into test.
okay.
Yeah, some of them might need another whole lesson of it, but
Yeah.
if not, just do one a lesson or two a lesson.
Yeah.
You know, at the end of the test, like when you get near their house,
Yeah.
and when you need to like waste the last 10 minutes or something, Kem's do a manoeuvre.
Yep.
What do you think?
Oh, look at them! My old boss, the team owner, used to have them.
They're Bobby Dazzlers, isn't they?
Look at them.
Bobby Teslas, I love it.
Just need to get one now, don't you?
I know, right?
Okay, just take my drink out of there.
No, I wouldn't want one.
It's the upkeep, isn't it?
Wouldn't want one though, yeah.
£5 a service. It's quite expensive, isn't it?
Quite a lot. Yeah. More expensive than looking after me. So, do you need any more information on doing reverse bay park then?
Right, not at this very minute, but
Right.
I'll have a think about it. If I need to, I'll.
We've got time maybe later, haven't we?
Yeah.
So, forward bay park.
Can I have, sorry, Donna, can I have my red
Before you
folder,
go for
please?
that, hold on,
There
hold
you
on.
go.
Oh, sorry, come.
Oh, go on then. Take
I'll
it.
just leave it here anyway, come.
Do you feel comfortable with the briefing?
See, my confidence is shot because I thought I was with the first one.
You know, when you went over it, do you think you could brief someone on it? Because I don't need to see it if you feel comfortable.
Yeah, because I know that you've got to talk about.
It's like Tony Wright, isn't it?
It's just like Tony Wright, but it was more the fact of we're teaching this because what's the safer option, reversing in,
That's it. And
Parking
showing
in.
them that, isn't it?
and asking the pupil why they think that.
Yeah.
What's the Yeah,
You comfortable with that then?
yeah.
Give the book back then.
All right, I'll give the book back.
I mean, you know, you've given more than one briefing now, haven't you?
Yeah.
I mean, did you prepare a briefing for turning the road and reverse around the corner? You did the other day, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And did we see him? No, but you know, I'm sure you could teach it,
I
couldn't
think you briefly read it,
you? Yeah.
but I didn't. Yeah, we didn't. But yeah.
That's it. It's something you need to give the pupil, I suppose, but it's not the be all and end all, is it?
No, it's true.
Funny thing with this manoeuvre, and then the parallel park after, I very often used to do a retrospective briefing.
Okay.
What I mean by that is I'd do one where I did the pedals and showed them it,
Okay.
and then I would do a briefing.
Okay.
The reason that came about was you've either got to do the briefing of Bay Park outside the car park,
Yep.
or you've got to come in the car park and be in the way.
Okay.
So what I came to doing was said, you know what, just park next to one of them bays, that'll do for a minute, like it's the edge of the curb. I'm going to do the pedals to get us in a bay.
Yep.
And then I'll give you a briefing.
Okay.
And I thought, actually, all those years I used to be outside a car park and then drive a couple of minutes, and they've forgotten the briefing, haven't they?
Yeah.
So I started doing that with Parallel Park as well.
So you're basically talking them through it as you go.
And then don't book up and say, well, here's a post briefing, and they maybe understood it more.
No, I get
because
that.
they've just seen it, haven't they?
Yeah.
Albeit undoing the pedals and
Yeah.
talking them through it. It's just, that's where that came from, by the way, me doing that. Now, it might be that you stick with the traditional give a briefing and then give it a go for the first few months or whatever. But then you might say, I'll give that a shot, actually. I might,
No, that sounds...
you know, especially once you get better at it. The thing is, for you, when you first go out, you might need the briefing to remind you.
When you say you just did the pedal, what, you were still getting them to steer in, or... Okay,
Yeah, I
all right.
wouldn't demonstrate it. I'd just demonstrate it, but from that seat,
From
when it
this
needs to
seat.
be in this seat.
Because they need to see that.
And if it
from
needed
there.
a shunt, it needed a shunt.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the point. Accuracy wasn't important, and that's why we weren't doing it between two vehicles.
Yep.
Observation and control was most important,
Yep.
wasn't it? Yeah. So you know, if we
Yep.
Yeah.
So like a 6-point shape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. That's
So,
fine.
we're going to now do that 45 degree safe.
Yep.
We're going to do that 45 degree. As the car gets to the end, do you remember our reference points of trying to figure out how we know how far away we are from the curb? It was the... Oh, I think I've got this wrong. I'm going to carry on for a minute.
From the curb.
From the curb, yeah. How do we normally...
What curb?
No, it's not curb, sorry. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck this up. Right.
Is it?
Right, carry on. just. So
wanna-
the curve. So this line. So when we're, can you give me a sector
help with
regroup?
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I know it. I just can't.
Have a little look at your notes.
Yeah, but I'm not entirely sure.
Take
I've
your
written it
time,
in
just
those
have a-
notes. I was,
Do you want a little bit of help with it? Just that bit.
can you? Yeah, just.
Yeah. Okay. So
It's
we
about
get
the wing mirror, wasn't it? And yeah, go carry on. Sorry, go carry on.
Okay, so just don't go too much in depth, but we can get forward. But as you said, just turn to the angle of 10:30.
Done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
When we get to that point, okay, before we get to that point, you will start to see the line in the mirror. That's what you need to be telling them about, this line in the mirror. Just before you see the line coming round in the mirror, you need to start straightening the wheel. Okay.
So as you see that line.
As you see the line coming round in the mirror, you just get into your angle of 10:30. You can see that line coming up in the mirror. Start straightening your wheel.
Okay. All right.
All right, so one turn to the left, so that wheel sort of starts becoming a bit straight. Because then when you start to go back, obviously it's going to be a lot easier, isn't it, to go into the bay?
Sorry. So
Yeah,
in the
you're not
video,
dry
in the
steering
video,
as well.
Gary says something about this line and it being like a curve and trying to get your reference point to see how much further you can go forward. And
The problem is,
I've just overthought that.
as long as you're not encroaching on the bays opposite.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes all car parks are different sizes, aren't they? At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
and I think, you know, the pupil's going to get their reference. You can do it in stages, so you can sort of guide them. So can you see the line in the mirror when they get there? And
Okay. And then
all right. So
Yeah.
so we're at the angle now across,
I was
and
gonna-
you
I
can
was
see the
gonna-
line in the mirror.
I was going to then tell you to try it if we can. Make sure try and straighten the wheels before we
Yep.
stop.
Good. And then
Try and straighten the wheels before we stop.
yeah,
We're then going to have a nice, good all-round observation. All-round
Yep.
observation check. Yep.
yep, good.
Prepare, observe, move.
Move.
Yep.
Okay.
So we now need to go backwards. So what gear are we going to select?
Reverse gear.
Going to select reverse gear. All
Yep.
part of that.
All right.
Prepare. Yep.
Yep.
Good look. All round.
Observe.
Safe to do so. We're going to start going back.
Okay.
What sort of, judging by like the other manoeuvres we've done, what sort of speed do you reckon we're going to?
Just like a very slow pace. isn't
Yeah,
it?
that
like
old man-
walking pace.
Yeah, brilliant. Old man
Okay.
walking pace, okay?
All right.
So we're going to start bringing the car back.
Yep.
Now, you should be able to see that line there in that mirror, that wing mirror.
Okay,
that's
yep.
the wing mirror. Okay,
Yep.
at the moment you won't be able to see it out that one because
Yeah.
if you can, it's the wrong bay.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
You're looking at this one rather than this
Mhm.
one. We're then going to follow that line in
Mhm.
with some steering. Okay, we're going to follow that line in, making sure we look.
Taking it off.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
So-
Slowly.
Oh no, sorry, hang on, sorry. As we come back, it's full steer to the left.
Okay.
Full steer to the left. Right. Now we're going to follow that line back in. We'll follow
Yep.
that line in, okay?
Yep.
Straightening the wheel as that line is getting, as we're coming around and straightening up. Yeah, understand? So
As the angle's
as
coming
the angle's
round,
coming
yeah,
round, yeah.
Okay.
If, for whatever reason, we think we're not going to quite make it, okay, not quite there, about halfway into the bay,
Yep.
we're going to stop.
Mhm.
We're going to reassess, okay? We're going to stop, reassess.
Okay.
We're going to, again, really important, look all around, see where we are in accordance to our bay. If we need to, I mean, it might be fine, might be absolutely all right, but if we need to, doesn't hurt, we're just going to come forward, re-straighten ourselves up, line up, and come back again
Okay.
into the bay.
Hopefully we'll be on track.
Yeah. But once we're in, we're then going to use our reference points. Do you remember what our reference points were? Finding the end of the road, a line.
I think you said it was like being on the end of a giveaway line going out of a
Yeah.
turning, didn't you? Say
Yeah.
that.
So where was your reference point roughly? It was
Oh, it's just under the mirrors.
just under the mirrors.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
use that so we know we're in the bay.
All right.
All right.
Yep, that's great.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
Lisa, I fucked that up a little bit.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, when we're coming into the bay, obviously, sort of, I would, well, you can talk about adjusting it maybe later, sort of when coming in.
Okay.
So great coming in and then straightening the wheel.
Yeah.
So we keep going back until, so I'm sort of adjusting it. Sometimes it's like another new lesson. Sort of been sometimes you might have to talk to them again and
Okay.
actually re-show them how can we adjust this now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they might say, oh, I don't know. So well, where are we? Look at the angle we're at. Which way would you turn the wheel and that sort of thing. So that's sort of, but having to sort of talk about that in this sort of stage is sort of just speak about maybe sort of just coming into the bay and keep, when you get to sort of 12 o'clock, which will be the 12 o'clock angle,
Yeah, yeah.
then keep going back, checking your mirrors, making sure you're going in the rear, you're driving backwards, so where should you be looking?
Yeah, in the bay.
Backwards.
Yeah.
Checking the blind spots, what we're looking for in them blind spots. What
Yeah.
are we looking for in the blind spots?
Yeah,
People, dogs,
cyclists,
anything, yeah? Cars. And what do we do if a car comes into a car park? Yeah. What would you do if you saw a person in your mirror?
Yeah, pause
Yeah.
whilst we're doing the manoeuvre.
So telling them that they must stop if there's anything safety conscious coming near their car, yeah? So have you put that in your notes about the pedestrians and that sort of thing? What sort of the reasons why we're doing the checks in the car park?
I haven't done there, no.
No? So it's important to obviously get their awareness of the reasons why and what happens when cars come in and out and pedestrians walk past the car. What do you think the boundary needs to be for a pedestrian or a car?
Well, how much gap between?
You know, sort of like when they're pulling in, what do you think the boundary needs to be for that sort of, the pedestrian is sort of near the car? Where would you say, what would you say a safe distance is?
In my head, I think like 2 car lengths, 2-3 car lengths.
Yeah, at least that, isn't it, really? Depending on where they're
Yeah.
sort of, yeah. I mean, obviously, if it's a car, you might need to just let him come in and pull up.
Let him do
And
what
then,
he needs,
and
they
then,
need to do
and
first.
then let him go. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So just a little bit more awareness on the pedestrian side of things as well. Okay, so how do you want to do this? Do you want me to demonstrate it, or are you happy to pull me up the side of the bay and then go through it? And
No,
teach
I'd
me
like to give it a go.
Okay. Do you want to do the pedals, or how
Yeah,
do you
no,
want to pitch it? Or you
yeah, no, I'd
actually
like
want-
to do the pedals. I'd like to
You want to do the pedals?
let's give it a go.
Okay.
All right, let's
That's
give it a
fine.
go, because then
All right. And then anything that might need to be changed after
we'll go through it.
Yep.
If that's
Fair
all right.
enough. Yep. Okay. I'm happy with that. If you are.
I've just finished writing this quickly. Sorry.
Yep. That's fine. You okay with everything, Gary?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just your briefing was good. Your briefing was good. You got a lot of stuff in it with the references for the handles and that sort of thing, and the angle.
it's like the
12
first-
o'clock. Degrees sometimes pupils don't get quite so
No.
well. They might do, you can ask them, but say, you know, I would say they understand more 12 o'clock
Do you know,
10 o'clock, and then
it
they're
always makes me feel really rude. Do you understand degrees? It's almost like
yeah.
like we
No,
are at
just gotta
school.
Say,
just-
say, And they, you know, you soon know if they don't, because they'll probably pull around to 12 o'clock or something like that. So you will know, you'll get the gist if they don't understand it. But I normally, the clock face they all would understand. It's quite simple, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
12 o'clock, that's sort of 10 o'clock. They would, they all understand clocks, don't they? And that's the thing.
Can I ask, so with the clock scenario,
Yeah.
would you always say 12 o'clock is in front of you when you've parked in the bay?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it is, isn't it? The 12 o'clock is there, 10 o'clock's there. So when you come, once you come round in the bay, basically you are sort of quite straight, aren't you?
Okay, that's fine.
That is your angle, isn't it? That's what we're working on.
So weirdly, and it's fine. I'll take on board what you guys say.
Yeah, it's
in my logic, it was like 12 was because we're approaching 12.
Yeah, but when you're in the bay.
But when you're in the bay, that would then be 12.
12 o'clock.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We didn't do roles and responsibilities, so did we?
About. We did do roles actually in a roundabout, because we actually agreed the fact that you were going to do the pedals and I'm going to do the drive. You want to take control of the pedals.
With the bay park forward, I'll talk about roles and responsibilities.
Okay, that's fine. Let's go and do it. Let's go and get that done.
There's nothing from you, Gary. Is there anything in the back there? Anything?
No, I'm alright.
Sure.
Okay, alright.
Right.
How do you feel, Ben?
How do I feel?
With your hands?
Huh? How do I feel? I'm sorry. I was like, are my hands? Yeah, a bit cold actually. It'll be fine. Can I let you pull up first?
I'm gonna pull up out of bay.
And I can take
Probably
control
this
then.
one here, I think will do it, won't it?
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Sort of. So I'm gonna just sort of go back in the middle for a minute, so you can take the controls.
Yeah.
And tell me where I need to be. Okay. So over to you.
Which one should we go for? Aim for this one here.
Anyone
then?
you want, yeah. That one's there.
So
this anyone that gets me in the position I need to be.
Right. Right. So we want to aim for this one here. We're going to aim for this middle one here.
Okay.
See the one with the drain? Yeah. So we're aiming for this one. To the
yeah.
left,
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So what I want us to do, Donna, I'll take control of the pedals. I'll do the speed.
So I'll give you first gear.
So if you give me first gear, fantastico. Okay. So we're gonna move forward slowly, and that line, it's hard to point it out there. Basically, I'll roll forward and I'll show you where we need to be. Okay.
That's fine.
So you ready?
Yeah. Then I know where I've got to be.
So handbrake's off, isn't it? Yeah. We could check all round. Is it all clear, Donna? Is it all clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. Time later on, you want to, you could do a briefing of it, but let's try the practical part. Yeah.
Okay.
So do you want me to help you with it to start with?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yeah, I think.
Demonstration?
Let's do a demo.
Yeah. And you might be interested in this demo because the way I do it. Right. So come around.
I'm getting in there, am I?
Yeah, yes, if you can.
Yeah, sorry. We're good.
Everybody get in the booth.
Don't mind. I've been in worse places.
Ah, now close the door. Thank you.
Is there?
So before we go any further, I spotted a problem, didn't I, when you got out of the car? What was the problem?
I left the door open.
Okay, and I alerted you.
And
then what did I do?
You stayed by the door.
Yeah.
Let me get in first.
What did I make sure you did before you came round though?
Oh, before I walked around there, I
sent you back to close it, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was you identified.
And I remedied it.
And you remedied it.
But what I've missed out is the
analysing, which you're going to do now.
Because I had to manage the risk.
So you had to get that done first.
Yeah, because there's a risk to that, isn't it? I could have left it open, but I wouldn't do that because you won't learn if I don't send you back as well. So there's part of that. So why do you think you left the door open?
Just because I thought we were in a car park.
We are.
And I thought...
No, that's okay. And it felt... Did it feel...
But if I was a pupil,
Did it feel for you though? Did it feel leaving the door open would be
okay.
kind for me?
I thought, yeah, you could just
courtesy.
get in without having to worry.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? That's probably why, is it? Do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you know.
No, actually,
that's it,
yeah.
true.
Yeah, you're just going to jump in, yeah, so.
Yeah. Wouldn't shut it. It'd be rude, wouldn't it? Normally.
Unless you want to jump in through the window.
Yeah. Or the boot.
Okay.
What's the risk though? Potentially. I mean, it is probably quite minimal, but what is the potential risk? Is that a traffic warning?
I don't think is it paying?
No, that's not. No, you don't pay in this car park.
Oh,
anyway.
okay, sorry. Yeah, go on, carry on. What is the potential risks and consequences?
Well, I guess, right, say if we weren't in a car park,
Yeah.
obviously you're opening up onto a pavement.
Yeah, so it could
Anybody
be
could have been,
blocking it.
yeah, blocking it.
Good. Any other risk in here though?
Someone jumping in the car.
Yeah, it's possible. I like that one. Well, I don't like it, that's why we shut it, but yeah.
Yeah.
Could the weather conditions affect it?
If it's raining, I guess. You get
Or if it's...
windy. Wind would take the door.
Yeah, have you ever had that?
I have once.
Yeah,
on my
yeah.
Old Citroen C2.
Yeah.
Broke the hinges.
My Escort, I had a big crease in the wing and the door.
Just,
In Shoeburyness when I lived there. Straight back. And that was opening it. I was like, hey, it'd come out in my hand and that was it. It's like, geez, I
so
got to it
I got
after
why
that.
you stood there, because you
Yeah,
wait
so I
for me
stood
to
there,
get
that's
in
it.
and everything.
And so can you see though that sometimes you might have to fix it and then come back
And then come back for the
analyse it and
analyse.
look at some
Because that was the risk.
some risk.
first.
And even for me, I'm saying, yeah, I know the risk was less here, maybe, perhaps, but let's look into some risks.
No, but
yeah.
even if the risk was less, it's in good stead
It's
for
a good
later on,
idea
isn't
to
it?
close the door, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you wanted to leave it open, you'd just hold it and wait till I get round there.
Okay.
But I was already doing that for you.
We're just sitting there going, come on, no, you come on here. No, come here.
Like at a mini roundabout. So look, what you've had there is a demonstration of what?
Well, identify, analyse and remedy.
Yeah. Where maybe the remedies you've done before the analysis
Yeah,
could be done.
yeah.
Because I'm ready to manage the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good. Interesting that you can do it on even smaller things, isn't it, sometimes?
Yeah.
Do you think with that knowledge now, you'd probably not leave it open again?
Yeah? I wouldn't
you,
leave it open.
Yeah, me
I'd
making
make
a
sure I
fairly
close
big
it.
thing of it and helping you to realise
Unless you were
without-
walking around the car before me for some reason, which you
That's
wouldn't
it.
be if you...
Well, I might, but you might hold it, mightn't
Then
you?
I'd
But you
hold it
wouldn't
for
leave
you.
it.
I wouldn't leave it open for you.
Yes, and do you think by making it a biggish thing of it, that pupil will probably remember it as well, rather than just, oh, don't do that?
Yes.
Yes, that's it. Okay, so we'll
Can you
move
explain
on.
the reasons?
Right, so we're going to go and try our first forward bay park, yeah?
Okay.
Roles and responsibilities. Do you feel comfortable with me doing the pedals for the first one?
Go for it, yeah.
I think it helps
Be
me
great.
as well, because I can show you the speed we want and help you with the reference, all right?
Yep.
Now the reference is possibly one of the least reliable ones for me, because I don't know what your reference is going to be.
Yep.
It could be different for everyone. Where do you want to start with when we pull up alongside the bay, looking across where that line is? Where do you want to start? Do you remember in the briefing?
So in the briefing you said it could be slightly different because of how narrow it
Yeah,
is.
so where
it's
do you
like
wanna
turning the
start?
road, isn't it?
Yeah.
In line with the
Under the mirror?
under the mirror to start with.
Yeah. And
Like
we'll
it
go
would
from
be
there.
if we're turning in the road.
Well, if that's not correct,
Then we
we'll
can
go
adjust
around
it.
again and try
Yeah.
again, yeah?
Yeah.
Because we're not doing it between two bays, aren't
No,
we?
no,
So does it
because-
matter?
to take the risk out of that away. So
Yeah, that's it. Good. Okay, so I've got the clutch down, you start the car.
okay.
Should we go around that way, I suppose?
go around that way,
Yeah, and loop the loop. And we'll probably end up coming in behind us, as it were.
Yeah, all
One
right.
of them, yeah, past that black car over there.
Yep. Go
There
in
you
there,
are.
on in behind us.
The
Yeah.
EcoSport, okay.
Right.
So in the first
We're
gear,
gonna
it'll
sit-
feel weird because I've got the pedals,
Yes.
but hand on the wheel and hand on the handbrake.
Okay. And then on the handbrake because we're
Look
doing the
around.
repair.
Is it safe? Anyone to kill?
Nope.
Let's go. Well done. Steer to the right. Yeah, here we go. So good look left and right. Is it safe?
At the moment.
Yeah. So straighten up the wheels a little bit to me, and then round. As we come round past the black car though,
Yep.
try and be closer to the bays on the left than the right.
Okay.
Because if we're swinging into one on the right, we want to be closer to the left and vice versa.
Yep.
The right makes more sense to me to start. They'll look in the right mirror. Maybe in the right show. That's it. That's it. Nice and tight to the left. Almost like these bays on the left, the end of a mile, like the edge of a curb, isn't
Yep.
it? Like we said when we did the. That's it. That way a little bit. You've got this. That's really good. So tell me when one of those lines are under your mirror.
Well, pretty much now.
Yeah,
Pretty
okay.
much there now. Yeah.
So we're going in the one that's the other side of that line, aren't
That
we?
one
not
there,
not
yeah.
the one. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
So chicken all around.
Okay.
I did say chicken.
Chicken all
That's it, yeah.
around.
And then steer right fairly promptly. That's it. So don't worry if we're not in between the bays. We're probably not going to be. Don't worry too much. Kick on.
12.
12 o'clock is straighten wheels and handbrake on. So I'm in between the lines.
Just.
Close, isn't it? Yeah, it's not bad, is it? So how far down do you reckon you'd need to use your reference on your side to make that better?
I think we could have gone a little bit further forward, maybe.
Yeah, further. So point with your finger where on that
So-
pad it'll be. It was there to start, wasn't
It was
it?
about here. It was about here to start with. So
Yeah. So
roughly sort of up here somewhere.
I'd go the other way.
Oh no, sorry, we want to come
Yes,
back
yes.
here, don't we? Sorry.
So nearer
sorry, yeah,
maybe
yeah,
the
sorry.
door lock bit. Sorry, yeah, the door lock bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
something
about
like
there.
that.
Yeah, let's go for there. So it
And
was
if
here,
that's
yeah,
not
to here.
correct, we'll move it again. So we're not going to worry about reversing out on this occasion. We'll just drive around again for fun.
Okay.
The reversing out is important, but the getting in first of all, yeah?
Rightio.
So into
Right,
first
in.
again then. Yeah, that's it. We'll just turn this stop-start off for a minute. And chicken all around again, that's it. Handbrake off, forward we go. Like a little merry-go-round. Well done. There we go again. So similar sort of stuff with the observation, where you're looking.
All around to remember,
All around,
left and
that's
right
it, yeah.
when we get here.
Seemingly quite car park, but you can never rely on it, can you?
No. It's a great car park,
There we
isn't
go.
it? To
It's not
start.
too bad, is it? Nicely lined.
Right. So as we're approaching this, I'm going to look in my right mirror.
Little look over your
Over your
You've
shoulder.
got the idea, haven't you? Well done. So you already at the prompted stage for that bit, haven't you?
Yes.
That's nice,
A
isn't
bit
it?
nice and close to these.
And then straight up. Yeah, there you go. So it could be a different one, it doesn't matter. So
We're going to go
tell
for the
me
next
what-
one.
Yeah,
So
okay.
got in.
So
We'll go
just straighten the wheels though, don't you? Yeah, that's it.
Sorry.
Where is it? Is that it? A bit more?
Keep going. If we're going for that
Oh,
one where
we're
the
going for
can
another
is,
one, are we?
we're going to go.
Can.
The can is.
Okay.
Roughly about there.
Ooh, okay.
No, go on, a bit
No,
more.
I was
sorry, a
going
bit
to
more.
say it seems to be.
Okay. Go.
Yeah, back
Go for
there.
Yeah.
So where is it? Point with your finger, just so as I can remember.
About here it is in a
That's
minute.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
roughly. That's it. Chicken all around.
Yep.
And still up the
Into
clappers.
the live lane first.
Straight. How's that looking? Oh, it's a bit more in it, isn't it?
A bit more in
A
it.
bit more in it, innit? Yeah? Handbrake on.
We're in the bay.
Into neutral. We're in the bay, aren't we?
We haven't hit any other cars.
No, still alive.
So then my reference point could be a little bit further.
It might be marginally. And I suppose then as well, it depends, because if there's a parked car there and a parked car there, I don't know if you noticed, but we did overshoot the other bays a bit.
Did we? Right.
So
Okay.
when we do it between two parked cars, actually halfway in you have to stop, reverse a bit anyway.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, unless you have got a car that's really small.
They're quite narrow.
Yes,
roads
that's
and in
it,
between,
yeah. We're not
so-
going to do that just yet. But
No.
that reference for now may be marginally further down, but you know,
Yeah, maybe.
kind of inches or whatever. But it worked, didn't it?
Well, yeah, we're definitely better in than we were.
Better than that
so
BMW driver. That was shocking. Don't laugh at her.
I thought you were going to say something else. I thought you were going to say something. I thought you were going to go, hey, look, Donna.
There
I
you
was
go.
going to
look.
say that you just done that like I did earlier on.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to say it. I
Yeah.
thought you was
I'm not that silly.
Yeah, I know.
Only you're that silly. Splitting bloody atoms. Right, so
Brilliant. Oh, he's remembered.
reversing out of the bay now then. So if I get the clutch down again,
Yes.
pop it in reverse.
Okay.
So again, if we did have vehicles either side of us, we wouldn't want to swing straight away.
No.
But because there aren't on this occasion, we can overlap them a little bit.
Okay.
Again, later on, we can try it between two cars where reversing out is a lot more tricky. Because we said, didn't we, reversing in is better.
Yes. Very safe.
Not only for getting in, but also for getting out and less risk.
Visual checks, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. And we can try it between two vans as well at some point to see how little and how much you can see. But anyway, so which way do you want to go? Do you want to go back the way we came when you go back out, or do you want to go back that way?
No, go on, we'll go
Yeah,
that way.
back the way we came. Okay. So really, it's an observation, isn't it?
His observation, because you've got
it's
control
just
at the moment.
The reverse of what we did, because we haven't got to worry about overlapping. We can just steer
Yeah.
away from me a bit, can't we? Yeah.
Okay.
So what's happening in the car park? Is it getting a bit busier?
It is a minute. I'm going to wait to see where this car goes.
That's it.
But they're parking over
Going
there.
there. Anyone
So
else?
let's have a look.
Any more for any more?
No,
No.
we'll see where they just.
Yeah, see, she mightn't she?
She might come.
She might
round
be
the
as
back
bad
end.
at walking as she is at parking.
She might be going to the bus stop. So.
She could, couldn't she? Just forgot driving and.
Just going in the community centre.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Good. Looking all around.
Yeah.
handbrake off. I shouldn't be picking on people, by the way. That's really naughty.
It's fine. So, do you want me
Looking
to?
all around. That's it.
Let me check, so I do.
No, you didn't look
Make
over
sure
here,
I
did
check.
you?
Yeah, you can make sure I go 6-point check,
So,
yeah?
have a look over here for me as well. That's it.
Okay, what am I looking for?
What are you looking for?
Well, there's pedestrians over there, but they're sort of away at the
They're
moment.
away.
So, okay.
That sort of 3-car length. So we want to pull up fairly close to these bays, yeah?
Yeah.
Turn to the right. Oh, I went a bit too quick now. Bugger.
Go to the next one, it's
We'll
alright.
go to the next one. Alright, we're going for this bay now,
It's
Donna.
alright, it's fine.
Right, so
Yep.
going.
Okay,
So tell me when that's in line with her.
Yep. about there.
About there?
Yep, looks about right.
Okay, we're going to stop. Now we're going to do that 45-degree angle, but what are we going to do first before we move? Because what?
I'm going to check.
Yeah, because why? Why do you reckon?
Because pedestrians and you said cars and that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
So what's the vehicle going to do as we?
It's going to swing out
It's
to
going
the
to swing
right.
out. Perfect. Okay. So go on then. Where are we looking?
I'm going to do all round
All round. So we're going to. Oh yeah, I guess.
left.
6-point check. You tell me when it's clear.
Okay, yeah.
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 Okay. So full turn to the right.
Can't move in.
Okay. So now start to straighten up. All right. So can you see that line now in that mirror?
So what we should have done as we turned is get me to look for the line in the mirror. So I'm looking over here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we need to just make sure that I'm looking for the line in the mirror. So you look for the line in the mirror and did it as if you were doing the manoeuvre. So you've got to get me looking at the actual thing.
Okay. Let's carry on for a minute.
Okay.
We'll come back.
Go on then.
We'll give it another go in a sec.
Okay, carry on then.
Okay. So now we're going to do that. So if we put it into handbrake neutral.
Okay.
Just
yeah.
for a minute whilst we're here. Okay. So we're going to do our prepare observe move. So we want to go reverse now, don't we?
Yeah.
So what gear are we going to select?
Reverse.
Reverse. Brilliant. Now what we're going to do?
Observe.
Observe. All round. Good 6-point check.
Yep. Okay.
Yep. Just look this way.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Right. It's clear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking all right at the moment.
Right. So now we're going to start the move. So handbrake off. Ready?
Yeah.
So we're going to follow that line, aren't we? Keep checking all around.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yep, keep checking all around.
Yeah.
One there.
Watch my hands.
Yep,
Tell me
sorry.
what I need to do. Yeah.
Full steer to the left, sorry.
Yeah. So I'm not. You're not. You need to be telling
No.
me what I'm doing going
I need to
in.
get-
You've
I
got
need
the
to get
pedals,
these-
but
I need to get these
maneuvers.
manoeuvres, like, I need to get... Go on, carry on. Right, so we've got a camera there to help us, haven't we?
Yep. Yeah. So you just need to. Do you want me to demonstrate it in a minute? for you?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
I thought I had it, but I don't. I'm trying to get the
It's because
manoeuvre.
you're trying to do the manoeuvre yourself.
I'm trying to get the manoeuvre sorted in
You're
my
trying
head
to do the
before
manoeuvre
I...
yourself, but you're not really telling me what I'm doing, what I need to be doing while I'm doing it. You know what needs to be done, but obviously you've got to say to me, right, how's it looking? Look all around.
I feel like...
Check, you know.
I feel like I can't teach you until I fully know the manoeuvre. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
How
till you know the manoeuvre yourself.
how
Yeah.
to- from here,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why I wanted to
get
give it a
that.
go first, so
Okay.
I could try and get it, and then be
Alright.
like, right, that's what I need to do now, and then I need...
Okay, so
Right,
do you want to
handbrake
get in this seat and me teach you?
Yeah, go for it.
I think that might be the easiest
Go for
option,
it.
won't it? Yeah. So I'm just going to turn her off for a minute.
Yeah, go for it. Can I put that in the back?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I know what to do from this position,
Okay.
but trying to do
Yeah.
it...
Right.
Oh, I'm gonna use it.
So if you get me back in front of a bay
Okay.
when you're ready, and then I will take the pedals for you.
Okay. Just do what you did for a minute. Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Park it there for a minute. Okay.
Okay, you happy with that?
Handbrake neutral. Yep.
Okay. Right. Okay. So right next to the base, we're going to do reverse bay into the next one.
The next
Okay,
one.
The next
Yep.
one. All right. So I'm going to take the pedals for you.
Yep.
And I'll go to move your feet.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right. So select me first gear. Right. Okay. So what do we need to do before we pull away?
We need to check.
Checks. All round checks.
Okay.
Yep.
We've got people there, haven't we?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So take this apart for a minute. Okay, so we can pull forward, keep checking as you're moving just to make sure it's clear, yeah? Handbrake off for me. Okay, really slow.
Yep.
Alright? So we said lining up our first reference, okay?
Yep.
So this line in line with the door handle. Okay, can you see that? Yeah, so this one is sort of at my door pillar.
Let's go a little bit further, just a little bit further forward.
One further forward,
Yeah, just a little bit further forward.
This is just so we're looking square into the bay.
Okay, yeah.
It's only a rough idea. Yeah, it's only a guide.
Okay.
Like for you, it might be between the two. It could be anywhere between the mirror, underneath the mirror, there or there. So it could be either one.
Yep.
Yeah. But we need to be square with the bay.
Yep.
This line is generally level with my door pillar,
Yep.
and this one is up there. Right.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So we're going to go across at the 10:30. So that's that's 12 o'clock where you are.
Yep.
Straight ahead. Yeah. And we're going to go across at 10, but for about 10:30, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah?
That wasn't us.
No, it's not us. Okay. So, where's our live side?
A live side would be. What do you mean? Like,
Where's the traffic going to come from?
traffic
there.
coming along
Okay, so
here,
where are we
isn't
going
it?
to start our checks?
So we're going to start over there
Okay,
first.
so start checking.
Okay.
And as you start checking, start turning to the right. Okay?
Okay.
Last blind spot.
Yep.
Right, start turning. Start turning. Start turning. Okay, so now you're going to see the line in this mirror at the left. You won't see it in the other mirror until we get around the other side, yeah?
Yep.
Okay?
Just straighten up.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see that one.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, so as we get it, select reverse for me. Alright?
Yep.
Oh, no, it's not reverse, it's going to have to come up.
Sorry, it's not, is it? There we
That's
go.
it. Okay, so where are we going now? Which
So we're going
direction?
backwards.
So where do we need to check?
So we need to check behind us
Okay,
and all
so
around.
as we start moving, start turning towards me, yeah?
Okay.
The only thing you didn't do is straighten up as we come
No.
forward, and that's my fault.
That's fine. No, that's fine.
Okay, so slowly going back. Okay, very slowly. Keep checking behind.
Yep.
Yep. Any pedestrians?
We've got one there, but I feel like she's at a safe distance at
Okay.
the minute. But we've got a car there, see what they're doing.
Okay. I'm just going to stop just to make sure they're not coming in here, yeah?
Yep.
Keep checking.
Yep.
Yep, they're stopped.
Okay.
Okay, she's over there. Really slow, yeah?
Yep.
Look at your line, it's between your lines. Can you see the other line yet?
I can see that line
Okay.
nicely.
You see
I'm
this
actually
line?
struggling to see that line, to be honest. I should have moved the mirror, shouldn't I? But
Do you want me to move the mirror for you? Is that a bit better?
that's a lot better. Yeah,
Can you see
thank
it?
you. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so keep checking again. Remember, we're going backwards.
We're
Where
going
should
back.
we be looking?
We're looking backwards.
Okay, so there's a lady there. Just want to make sure that she's not
gonna
going
walk
across
away
the
from
back
her
of our
car.
or anything. Right, is it still clear?
I feel like we're clear.
Yeah?
Yeah, we're all clear.
Okay. So what's your lines doing? Have a look
So,
at your lines. Have a look at your
We're okay at
bay
the
where you
minute.
are. Yeah. Keep looking backwards, both ways. Really slow.
Yep.
Look again at your camera as well. You've got loads of things to help you there. Yeah.
Yep.
Again, which direction do you want the back of the car to go?
Backwards.
And towards
And
me with
towards
the
you
steering
a
there.
little bit more.
Keep checking. Keep
Yep.
checking. Keep
Yep.
checking. Yeah.
Yep.
All good.
Yep.
And
About there.
secure the car. Handbrake. Take it out of gear. Relax. Yeah.
The camera froze me because I'm not used to a
You're
camera.
not used to it. Yeah.
I'm used
You're
to my
looking
wing
in
mirrors.
three places, aren't you? So you're looking at each mirror. You're looking at the camera, and you're looking at there.
Yeah.
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 And so it's just getting them to look around as well and show the sort of you're doing the speed.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So once you learn the references, you'll find you'll be able to teach it a lot easier. So maybe go and practice that in your car as
Yeah,
well.
I'm practice that with hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it was I don't know.
How did that feel? Me doing it? You doing? Me too.
Do you know what? It was more intense than I thought it was.
Mm. You did
Watching that video, it was like really, to me, it seemed like really simple. You know, going over there and then we're coming back.
Mm.
But yeah, that's more.
You find with a lot of learners, they both, you know, you're going backwards and they'll still be looking at that. And I say to them, like, would you put your head down here and then drive? They say no. So then we don't put it in reverse and drive backwards without looking. because of the safety aspect of it all. Speak about the live side as well. Where's your live side? Where's the traffic coming from?
That threw me. You know? Even though I knew the answer, it threw me because I thought I've not heard that term really termed before. But yeah, you're right. That is the live side. That's where it's coming from.
So that's going to be your last check, isn't it? Because we got the reasons why we did this check first, and then we look that way. What's going to be, you know, what's going to happen? Why are you taking your time to come back round? There could be something there, couldn't there? You know, if you check your live side and go towards your bay side, by the time you move, there could be something there, couldn't there? So that's going to be your last one. The front's going out that way, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah? That's where you're going to be causing the most damage.
So what if you had some? I don't want to say the word idiot because it's not true. But if you had somebody that decided, because I've been in car parks before, people just drive through the spaces, don't they, to get out? Yeah, they do. So if you know, if you're checking there last, somebody might have. Yeah. But
yeah, that's possible. That's why we do 6-point checks, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you could be sitting in the middle of the car park waiting to do a forward bay park, in which case your live side's going to be both sides. I think that's
what threw me when you said the live side, because I thought, well, car could still drive past me there. Do you know what I mean?
It can, but generally if there's parked cars in the bay,
if there's parked cars,
you know what I mean. You know, that's going to be sort of where the traffic's going to come from. Okay. Right.
Do you mind if we did the demo again, just very quickly?
I'll just ask Gary because it's time-wise.
Alright, that's fine. Go on.
Is it okay if he just does the demo again? Do you want to teach me? Is that what you're saying? Has he got time to do that, Gary?
I would next do...
You want to do your forward?
No, I would next do the reference.
Steer away for a minute.
That's it. Remember, we haven't got to worry about overlapping the other
No, I guess we're just getting used to it, aren't we?
That's it. I'm told that if there's a bay opposite that's clear, you can even go back into that.
Really? Okay.
Well, it's clear, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're emulating it's not on that occasion, aren't we? There you go. And then keep looking around. Is there anyone in the bays opposite coming back?
No, not
behind us here.
Not in a minute.
Good observation. That's it. And then think about when you might straighten the wheels to me.
So I would say we're following that line almost there.
That's it. You haven't got to be exactly straight.
No, but just...
as long as you can get gone, you know, that's it.
Okay.
Handbrake on.
Neutral.
And I'm going to come off the pedals and give you the control back, and you're just going to pull forward into the one with the drain.
We're going to go back in
we'll swap seats, We'll come out of roll now. How's that for you? As a demo?
You always make it look so easy, Gary.
But was it easy?
It was quite
I got
easy.
it wrong, didn't I?
Well, we didn't say you got it wrong.
I did. It didn't work the first time, did it? Go on, go for it.
Oh, you want me to go straight into this? Sorry.
That's it. Leave it there. That's fine. Wherever you want, really. Do you see what I mean, though? Did I get upset that I got it wrong the first time?
No.
In fact, I said, you're probably going to get it wrong the first time. I don't really mind.
Yeah.
And said, well, you choose. It doesn't matter, does it?
Yeah, that's true.
And I always say that to pupils as well. It doesn't matter too much. Not between two cars. Even the reversing in.
Get it wrong, we get it wrong.
Play around a bit,
yeah.
Have fun with it.
Yeah.
You can even let them experiment a bit. I mean, I've got the pedals. We're not going to go too fast, are we?
Because the risk is low. It's a very quiet car park,
isn't it?
Yeah.
Accuracy. You know. That's why we're not doing it between two cars to start.
True,
that would be messy, wouldn't it?
Very expensive. Yeah, very expensive.
Have a new car
every week.
But you know,
it
hopefully takes away that concern about the accuracy.
You're right. Letting them almost in a controlled way play around with it.
Yeah, totally. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. So swapping back again. What are you going to do this time with the door?
I'm going to wait for you to come round.
And I'll close mine.
You close yours. I'll come back a little bit. There you go, dear sir.
Thank you very much. Yes.
You haven't scuffed those shoes up yet?
No, not yet. So, did you notice there again that driving instructor there remembered the fault from earlier with the door?
Yep.
That's the next skill you've got to get, because you'll come home some days and you go, I forgot to go about that fault. They kept doing it wrong. I never really remedied that. So I remembered the remedy, even though it was 10 minutes ago.
But that's good. Oh, sorry.
Do you see what I mean?
When you get home, I know you forgot it, but you've reflected.
Yeah, and then the next day.
And that's almost part of your learning process.
Next day, and then the next day. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So you'll be probably, well, a bloody lifetime, but no. To start with, you'll be going home and going, I've really not got this.
Probably especially in the
that's
first
a
couple of weeks.
parking warden, babes.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, this is a free car park.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why has he come in then?
I don't know. It's a free.
Is he just turning around? He might just be turning around then, or.
Yeah, he's probably checking the bins or
Okay,
checking
no,
something.
fair enough.
Like
It
that.
is a free car
It's
park.
a free car park, so there's
That's
no,
fair enough.
It's a.
He's fairly good though with the driving instructors, because up and down our roads at home, the amount of times I've been parked on the wrong bit. I suppose I'm in the car, so they can't really give someone a ticket who's in it, can they?
No.
But he'll park up next to us and he'll go on that side of the. Yeah. Have you ever had him do it to you, bud?
No.
No. So they're pretty okay. They just got that bit of authority, haven't they?
Yeah.
Which is fine. But he's always fine, isn't it?
I've had the old boy in Grange up
That was funny, wasn't it? Have you had him again?
At 7 o'clock in the morning. No,
You're not since, no.
then. About 7:30 in the morning. Yeah, they got me.
Got time, haven't we?
You ready? How'd you feel about that now then?
Let's give it out. I'm going to get something wrong, but as you said, let's
matter,
not
does
stress
it?
about it.
Yeah,
Let's,
as long as we don't crash.
as long as we don't crash
And we've looked around.
and we don't make anybody stop, swerve,
Slow down,
slow down and shit.
Yeah.
Shit,
Shit
swear.
themselves, yeah.
I thought swear, so it's an S word, that's shit.
This recording was going to watch later on and go, oh my god. There's me picking on poor residents.
Oh, brilliant. You playing games in the back. Donna getting it wrong.
Oh dear. She didn't get it wrong, did she? She was just experimenting.
Oh,
That's what she was doing.
this is fantastic.
20,066 miles she's done.
Yeah.
Mine's done 98 now.
Mine's done 9.
9. Just done 9.
My car's only a year old.
Give mine back soon. 32.
You're in other people's cars, mainly. Yeah.
Hmm?
You're in other people's cars, mainly.
Yes, that's true. Yes. Go on then. You've given me the briefing.
I'm giving you the briefing.
Imagine we just started again. You can ask me how I want to start with the pedals and stuff, like
So-
I did.
Judging with roles and responsibilities, yep. So, how do you feel about doing this? What sort of level of help would you require?
I think full help to start.
Full help to
but-
start.
Yes.
So shall I'll take control of the pedals
Yeah,
then? We'll
yeah.
do-
It seemed to work quite well
Yeah.
last time. Yes.
Okay, so we'll do that. And then
Oh yeah.
you feel quite safe in keeping us safe, or feel quite confident in keeping us safe?
Yeah. You'll help me with that, though, won't you?
I will help. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Right, so what I want us to do, we're going to pull out of here.
Mm-hmm.
We can go round in a circle.
Yeah.
And we're basically going to go into the bay behind us, but we're
Okay.
going to come in
One of them,
from the
yeah.
other side,
Okay.
all right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when you're ready, I've got clutch down.
Mm-hmm.
If you can select first gear for me. So where are we going to check? So we're going to be moving away. Where are we going to check?
All round.
All round. Yep.
Yep, like that. Yep.
Okay.
Handbrake off and
Handbrake off.
turn that thing off for a bit. Yeah. Is that all right to take it off?
That's all right to take it off. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Safe. Yep.
That way.
Off we go. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Going to go nice and slowly.
Yeah. This does feel weird.
So where are we going to check? We're coming into the end of this road, let's
left
say.
and right.
Left and right. Yeah. Is it clear?
Yep.
Okay. Off we go.
Ease. I thought you was tricking me then.
People
No.
creep. No, I'm not tricking you.
I know your driving instructors are like always tricking people.
Right. So we're going to take this turning here on the right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So where are we going to check?
That one and over there.
Over your shoulder. Yeah. In the blind spot. Yep. So we want to keep quite close to these.
Oh,
Bays
oh,
over
right,
here.
oh, over there.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
So as we come around, we're going to straighten it up.
Yeah.
Towards you a
That
bit.
way.
Yep.
Cool. What's that?
Kicking off there, isn't it? Towards you, right. And straighten up for me.
This way.
Straighten up. Yeah, towards me.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to park it there. So if you
Okay.
put the handbrake on for me for a minute. Thank you. So you see that the bay next to the can. So you got the can.
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna aim for that
Yeah.
one for a minute, okay?
Yeah.
So now for a starting reference point, okay.
Mm.
When I'll tell you what, when we're doing a turning right, yeah, at a junction, yeah. Do you remember where we said the reference?
Yeah, you
point
said it's
roughly?
when it's under your mirror normally, but it might be a bit different, isn't it?
It might be a
'Cause it's
bit different this
narrow
time.
road and a tighter turn.
But should we start with that first? Let's
Yeah,
start with
go on.
that first. See how
It's
we get
nearly
on.
there already.
Okay.
Thought-
Nearly there
thought a
already. So
bit more.
you tell me when it's ready.
Shall I look around?
Sorry. Look around. Yep. Full round
There's
observation.
people coming in then.
Okay, so we're going to wait here then.
Another Tesla.
He's going to go right for where we want.
Yeah, that's fun, isn't it?
No, we're fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
one more check. Just
Yep,
make sure.
yep.
Yep. All clear.
Yeah. Shall I say when to stop?
You tell me when it's in
Lovely.
line for where you want it. Okay, so off we go.
So about now.
Okay. Right. So
That's
what?
kind of where it would normally be.
Yep. So we're gonna use that as that first reference point.
Okay, mate.
All right. So what we're going to do? We're going to do that good all round of observation. Yep. And then we're going to start moving forward. When we do,
That man there.
full turn to the right. Okay.
Should I go with him there or not?
No, we're going to wait for a minute. We're going to wait. Just wait for a sec.
He needs to have a brighter t-shirt. Couldn't see him.
Bit like that guy in my part 2 when you said, "Seen that guy? What guy?"
Okay, yeah, that looks alright then.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Right, coming in.
Brakes
So,
off. Yeah.
we ready?
Yeah.
All safe?
Yeah.
Off we go, nice and slowly. So, full
Oh,
turn
yeah,
to you.
okay, yeah. I'm
Yep.
in my own world then.
Still
all the
checking
way,
all
yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, don't move it yet.
Right.
Start to straighten up now.
This way.
Towards me.
Yeah,
Yep. Sorry,
okay,
towards me.
yeah.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Like that.
That's enough.
Whoa.
And stop.
Yeah, okay.
We're a little bit too far forward.
Okay.
Handbrake on. Neutral.
Yeah, yeah.
Are we in the bay? No, we're not quite, are we?
How would I know?
In the mirrors.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I can see loads of room that side. Yeah, no, it's
Loads on that
rubbish.
side. Rubbish. So we know that reference point probably
I've never
wasn't.
learnt to drive.
It was either the reference point or probably me telling you to steer was probably not great.
God.
But it's fine. Accuracy doesn't matter. We just need to make sure our observations are good. For the moment.
Yeah, yeah,
Whilst
yeah,
we're
yeah,
practicing.
yeah. Okay, I feel better now you said that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So we're going to try it again. We'll try it again. So we're going to
Go around again.
go around again. So what we're going to check
All around.
all around.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What are we looking for?
People.
People,
Cars.
cars. Yeah.
Another man. It's
Fantastic.
getting busy, isn't it?
He's getting busy.
You're paying these people to come in here.
I am exactly doing that.
Lunchtime, isn't it? At the community centre.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're safe, aren't we?
Yeah, I
Safe?
think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you won't let me hit anyone, will you?
I won't let you hit anybody. We're fine. Okay, so
Your
we're going to go
shorts
to the
must
right.
be colossal. Oh, little baby.
So keeping up right. So we're coming to the end of this road where we're going to check
Well, both ways again.
both ways again.
And
yeah.
ahead for these
And ahead for these people. Yep, correct. Well done.
That's it.
How's it looking?
Good.
Yeah. So go steer to the right.
Yeah.
And again, we've got this right-hand turn. So what we're gonna check?
That one and over my shoulder and try and be wide.
I'm trying to be wider. Yeah, close to those park bays if possible.
You said, wasn't it?
Yep. Okay, all good.
Yeah. Round a bit more.
Is it around a bit more? Perfect. Try and straighten up a
Getting
little
out
bit
of
now.
this. My steering's getting better as well.
It is
I
getting
can
a
do
lot
that
better.
pulley thing you talked about.
So I'm going to park up here. So we're going to aim for that same one again, that one next to the can. So
Yeah.
let's try slightly different reference points. So maybe we were too far forward with our reference point, okay?
Oh, okay.
So looking at your, I suppose we could go, put your handbrake on for a minute for me. Sorry, thank you.
You're quite gear as well.
It's fine, doesn't matter. So if we now come back on your door, so we said under the mirror.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Is from the instructor's seat.
Okay.
So get Ben in that seat.
Okay.
And
then
show
do
him the references while you do the manoeuvre
Yeah.
from the instructor's
Okay.
seat.
I'll do the
And
whole
then
of the
maybe,
manoeuvre.
yeah, let Ben to have another
fine.
go. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm coming back,
fine.
Gary.
And
Right.
then there should be enough time.
All right.
I mean, we can always finish at your home and you can just still hope that we'll drop you home.
Oh, I won't, and it'll be quite funny.
Do you think, darling?
Sorry.
Did you
Sorry.
hear that?
Sorry. You
We
can always what?
finish at here
Yeah.
and we can just drop Ben home if
Yeah.
you wanted.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is that
And we
enough
can
time for
drive
you
home,
guys? Have you got
or
anything
we're
else?
just going home anyway.
No, we're just going home.
Okay.
So you did one way and we'll do the other, you know.
Yeah.
If you want to text her, mate.
I'll
Have
do
you
it
got the
now.
phone? I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'll do it now.
Because you're not far from here, are you?
No, it's
No,
just
only down
the
the
road just up there.
Oh.
So that gives us a bit more time in the car park.
Do you know, that'd be great. That would be, if we can, that'd be
Yeah.
great. I just feel like, it's weird, I felt like I had it, but it was so much more in depth, and I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I don't have this.
Finish the text and I'll give you some words of wisdom. I might not. I'll try to. So words of wisdom
The words of wisdom.
before we go.
You need like your own like theme tune before that. You know, like you get on a TV show.
Like a
Words
jingle.
of wisdom. Right, go on.
Gary's words of wisdom. Was Rome built in a day?
No, it wasn't built in a day, was it?
Let's say, for example, you'd never ever wanted to be a driving instructor,
Mm-hmm.
but someone said, oh, could you help me Bay Park because I'm really rubbish at it? Do you think you could give it a shot?
Yeah, 100%.
And let's say you did it 20 times with 20 different people. Do you think you'd get better at it?
Yeah, 100%.
So this is what's going to happen on your training licence.
Yeah.
Don't worry about all the worries. You worry so much that then
I
if
know.
it doesn't go perfectly for you, you kind of like, oh, it's a disaster, isn't it, in your mind at the moment? Yeah,
I know.
but don't let it be, because we expect you to go wrong.
You expect me to go? Yeah,
No,
I know
we
you
do.
do. You do.
We do.
Otherwise, I'd be
You're
perfect.
hoping
I'll be
to
doing the
go
job
right,
already.
which is good.
Yeah.
But you can already teach this because you're over 21 years.
Yeah.
You had your licence for more than 3.5 years.
Yeah.
So the point is, what this does is you put much pressure on yourself. You know, maybe you've done better there than I've seen others do.
It's just, I think
And
more
you
for
can speak
me.
English.
It's just
amazing.
for me. It's more that you two go. Yeah, do you know what? That was really good. Well done.
Yeah.
That's the pressure. I think
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
So don't expect any of these to be perfect. I've had somebody who was really hard on himself. This was Kev, not our Kev, another Kev Ricks. And halfway through the process, he said, "I've just got to realise I'm being so hard on myself, but it's not my test today, is it?"
Yeah.
And then he started relaxing. Just
okay.
relax, but don't not care, but almost
No,
not
no,
care.
no, yeah.
Ah, it doesn't matter. It's all right. Yeah.
I think because I want an improvement. Every time we do
Yeah.
another lesson, I want to be like, I've got
I
that.
don't always get it.
If it's a new
but,
subject, isn't it?
Yeah.
But things like the remedy and stuff and the analysing before we came here, I want to be like, I've got that, brilliant. And you're like, oh, he's got that already.
Believe it or not, the most learning in this course happens when you're on your training licence.
No,
When we actually watch
learning
real
on the
learners.
job, basically.
Yeah.
I don't think you ever stop learning, to be honest.
Yeah,
I'm
no, that's it as
trying
well.
new things out all the time with different learners. If I can't get it right with some things, I try another thing.
So enjoy the process more.
So like deep down, I feel like
Yeah.
it's going to be second that learners in the car. I will be on it because
Yeah, exactly.
it's not you. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
Enjoy the process.
Roughly, see where the door lock signs are.
Oh, you mean forward more then?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, not sort of further forward so as it's there.
So I said
under
back.
there. Yeah,
I
you
said
said back.
as in coming backwards along the
Forwards.
door, but
That way.
yeah.
There?
So we're going to
Try
look.
there?
We're going to try there. We're going to
It
try
was
there.
there?
Was there? So we're
Right.
going to try there.
What's the worst that could happen?
What's supposed to go? So
Doesn't matter, does it?
no.
Look around,
so
yeah.
good check all around.
Shall I tell you when to stop again?
Yep. You tell me when we're in line. You ready? Safe to do so? Yeah.
Oh, you freaked me out there. Yeah, it is, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, whoa, 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 stop, whoa, jeez.
We went a bit
Right.
fast.
No, a bit more forward. That'll do.
I do. Yeah.
So it's kind of, yeah, depends how I look at it, but something like that. That'll
Something
do.
like that. Yeah. So we're going to do that when we get
Look
going.
around.
We're going to do that. Yep. Good look round.
Brakes off, yeah.
Full turn to the right. Okay.
Okay. Just full turn or full lock?
Full lock. Full lock. Sorry, it's my fault. Keep checking all around.
Yeah.
No, keep going. Turning. That's
That's
it.
looking better.
Straighten up.
Yeah. Hey man. Whoop whoop. Stop.
And stop. Handbrake. Neutral. And relax.
I did it.
Did it? We are better, aren't we? Yeah.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe one day I will drive.
You will drive one day.
Always doubt myself.
Shouldn't doubt yourself. That's
No,
what we're
That's what
practicing.
you say, isn't it?
That's what we're practicing.
Yeah. I can't see how you keep so calm.
It's the whiskey, isn't it?
Is it right? Yeah. Yes.
No.
Oh, you're a really good driving instructor. I
Oh,
like
thanks,
that.
mate. Thank you.
All we changed was that. That was it.
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
How'd you put up with this? Yeah, we did. All we did was change. Oh,
I was being you for a little while, wasn't I?
you were, yeah.
I was.
Doubting.
Sarcastic bugger, aren't I?
You are such a solid.
But that's how you feel sometimes, isn't it? And you
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do it. And that's how I feel. That's how your pupils will feel. And then we changed one thing and I feel better. Yay!
True. It's true.
So as you go through the course, just don't necessarily think you can't do it. You might not always get it right, but you know, part of the course, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the idea, isn't it? Otherwise, you wouldn't come and train, would you? It'd
No.
be pointless.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
quite
Yeah.
Don't doubt yourself. Just take take the knots a bit. Keep going back for more. Well done.
That was alright, that felt good.
Yeah, it was great, wasn't it?
It did feel good.
Yeah. And I would recommend doing it quite that, you know, and let them play around even with the reverse one. And then when they're getting a bit better, and do it between 2 cars. The first time they do it between 2 cars, you might revert to doing the pedals.
Yeah.
To manage risk, you know,
Yeah.
for the first one maybe. But there we are. Good.
That did feel good.
Are you making some notes in the back there, do you?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just
good.
Okay, yeah.
That's right, isn't it?
It's weird, it's the easier manoeuvre out of the two, pulling into a bay, but yeah, it's the risk, isn't it, when you come out the bay?
Yeah.
That's the one thing we didn't
technically
do, I guess,
easier.
was reverse out.
Well, I did for you, didn't I?
You did for me, yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
That was alright.
Good job.
That was good.
It's raining.
Because when, do you remember I told you a while ago, I had my neighbour ask, like, she had a nephew
yeah.
going for that test.
Yeah.
So I was going to bring them down here,
Yeah.
and I was, because it was clear at the time, I was going to sort of park along that curb and practice like a parallel park coming into the curb there.
Yeah.
Um,
Never happened, or?
never happened.
No,
No.
right.
His car broke down on the way. He had to test the next day.
I had someone text me last night saying, "Oh, can I have an hour and a half with you on Tuesday and then use your car for test half an hour after that?" I just sent back lots of laughing emojis. No, I didn't actually, but I went, "No, I'm ever so sorry, I'm busy." I thought you might say that. I said, "Do you have use of another vehicle though?" So I texted him a bit more. Well, you know, it's like, maybe it's not as cheeky in his own mind asking me at that short notice, you know. It's worth a try, isn't it? And, "Oh yeah, I've got my own car." So you can use that if you've got someone to accompany you. I didn't think of that. So maybe he still can go for his test, you know.
Yeah. How he seems mad to me though, because you'd think
I know, right? Imagine being that poor examiner.
would want some sort of control if they needed it. Do you know what I mean?
I'd hate that job for that reason.
Yeah, it's just. Is that something relatively? I'm asking because I actually don't know. Is that something that's relatively new? Because I don't remember that being.
It's always been the case.
It's always been the case. So I could have done it.
Yeah, from my knowledge. And it's becoming more and more with the state of affairs with tests. So driving, people might find a test.
Yep.
And the instructor says, "I've already got a test," or "I'm on holiday," or
Yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Someone those went all the way to Clacton to do those.
Yeah.
Originally, it was somewhere down south. She went and failed it. It was like, well, you don't really know the area, do you?
This is it. You know, people are going to all sorts of measures. Right, there you go. Right, so do you want to help me reversing out?
Go on.
Go on then. Clutch down. Carry on with your lesson.
Carry on with the lesson. So, we are going to reverse out. Okay. Which way do you want to reverse out? So we can go either way.
Back the way we came.
Back the way it came?
'Cause that's the way the car park goes round, I think, isn't it?
So at the minute we've got no cars next to us.
No.
So we don't have to worry so much about if we overhang.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter too much, but
No.
as long as we get that observation, that's what we're here to
Okay.
practice right this very second, isn't it?
On
The
this occasion. Okay, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
So, what gear are we going to need?
Reverse.
Reverse. Brilliant. Where are we going to check?
All around.
All around us. Yep.
Wow, that Audi's well beat up, isn't it?
It is.
Look at that.
Where else are we going to look?
What's painted orange? Everywhere, yeah.
Okay. Right, are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. All
I'm doing
ready.
pedals, aren't I? Yeah. So, go on. Right. Clear?
Yep. Hold on.
Oh no, that's my fault. That's it.
Steering now, is it?
Steering now, yep.
Okay. Oh, it's quite easy, isn't it? I see what you mean though, if there's a car there.
There's a car there, we couldn't do that, could we?
So we'd have to tighten that up if there was a car there.
It's where we mainly looking as we're coming back. We're looking all around.
And out the back.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So start straightening it up.
Yeah.
Sit. Handbrake. Neutral. And I'll give the controls back to you.
Yeah. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Simple, isn't it?
Well, it's not that hard, is it?
No. Simple when you take out the risk of
Yes.
don't worry too much, we're coming out. Yep.
Have a little play around with it. You know, you might have a pupil that lives in flats and there's a car park, so you might do it sooner than later.
Yeah.
With some pupils, mightn't you?
Yeah.
Shall we head back?
Do you want to do his reflection now, or
Yeah.
this
yeah.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just park in a bay. How do I do it? Start with.
There you go.
Should work, shouldn't it?
She actually, this helps doing this. 'Cause I haven't got then. I can come back and do a little bit later, but I haven't got to remember it all.
That's it. You can further recollect later,
Yeah.
can't you? Further recollect. Someone's smoking cannabis. Is that?
I can't. I'm actually no blind to it. I think my neighbours used to do it so much I
Really?
can't
You
actually
even
smell it
tell.
anymore.
Jeez, that's a strong old smell.
Did the
So when they're going into the bay,
Yes.
I tend to use the door handle just coming within the bay when you're butting up against the bay opposite. Like you see the door handle where it is now, the front door handle,
Yes.
just so it's within the line, so they know when to stop.
Oh, right, yes, at the back.
Yeah, when you're forward baying in,
Yeah.
sometimes it's difficult for them to know whether they've got enough room at the front or whether they're going to encroach on the next bay.
Yeah.
So they know when to stop. So the front door handle just within the line. You see, look in that left
Yeah,
mirror there.
yeah.
Can you see it?
Oh,
there?
sorry, I'm
Yeah.
with you. Sorry, I was
The
looking
front
at
door
you.
handle just within the line,
Or in
I see,
fact,
yeah,
the
yeah.
line underneath their mirror.
or the line underneath
Yeah.
the mirror. Yeah.
Or with the camera. But they're not reversing, are they? But yeah. I
It
get you.
depends on whether
Yeah.
they get it on, because sometimes if the reserve camera's gone off by then, hasn't it? So
Mm.
that's what I tend to
Yeah,
use for
good.
them to know when to stop.
Yeah.
And it's normally spot on the reverse camera. And I know they check it on the reverse camera, it's normally spot on the
Yeah.
line.
It's nice.
So
It's bloody raining.
it's difficult when you're butting up to a bay opposite. It's like when you're pulling into a curb, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
You've sort of got an
That's
edge
it.
there. It's sort of to know sort of
Definitely.
when to stop.
Definitely. Can't believe how damaged that Audi is.
Mm.
That's been through
It's had a bit of a scrape there, isn't it?
yeah. Been through a bit of crap, that poor old thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. That's just for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you very much.
If we do find the fault again, not right now,
No, it's fine.
but another day,
Yeah, yep.
remind whoever's doing the faults just to do one and no other.
Okay.
So you know nothing else is going to happen.
No, it's fine. Because then I can concentrate on trying to.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Next lesson is emergency stop, isn't it?
Emergency stop.
We do not take 2 hours on emergency
I was going to say, you
stop.
can't do a whole
So
lesson
the
on that.
first hour is
And next
emergency
hour-
stopper, emergency stoppy,
Yep.
emergency stoppy,
Emergency stoppy.
and the second hour is about identify, analyse.
That's
and
fine.
ID.
Okay, brilliant.
Something you can also do is maybe we'll agree as we go on after that 3 faults that the person could do, but they would even then only do 1 at a time. So we can even agree what I'm going to do wrong.
Yep.
It'll be 1 of 3, or Donna's going to do wrong. It'll be 1 of 3, and it won't be anything else.
Yep.
Unless they do it and they're not. You know, we could hit a curve. I've done that before, and well, I wasn't even purposely done. You know? But, so that's quite nice
No.
then. If someone's then, because you were worried about that, weren't you?
It's more
missing other faults.
it's more
on that
me
occasion.
being able to help the pupil.
Yes.
Why we? That's the bit I'm worried about.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to do next time. So
All right.
there is more training on that to come.
That's fine.
That's still recording, isn't it? So we can stop that.